morning and welcome back for some more Minecraft today. Yeah, we've been working. Not so much in this server. Actually, we've been doing a little bit of modded, and there's a good reason for that. Other than just modded being a grind fest, but yeah. Like I talked about last time, that I might go in and remove the torches and stuff from the tree here, but I have had a little bit of a troubled week. There's been good things and there's been bad things about the week, so we're going to be talking about that today while we do a little bit more work, continuing where we left off last time. So yeah, what are we doing? Well, we're continuing with the next phase of the build, and that's basically we're going to expand upon these vines that we did. And the way we're going to do that is every place where we have a log that is adjoining to vines like this, we're going to put down the dark oak. And the reason for that is that it gives it a little bit of a different tint, some more depth to the figure. And other than that, we're also going to go out and go a little bit outside, but I might mess with that off camera, or I might go in and do it like afterwards. I haven't quite decided on that yet. But what we're going to talk about today while we're doing this work is, first of all, let's start out with the bad news, because those are out of the way. Well, the bad news is, first of all, the minor bad news is work. What have I been doing in regards to work? Well, for the past month or so at work, I've been doing pretty crappy jobs, I have to admit. It has been basically things that no one else wants to do. That is the things that I have gotten to do, so yeah, that's not so nice. But I still do them. And like the last thing was that we had this FGT, the flue gas treatment, which had been done by someone who quit the company because of problem with the family. The problem was just that he left it in a state that this company that we have hired to basically quality control our stuff described it as operator's worst nightmare. So yeah, not the best, and it's one giant mess, to say the least. So because of that, someone has to go in and clean it up, and even though I have never looked at this system before, well, I got the job because well, I have now looked at it for 1.5 days, so therefore now I'm a specialist. So that's apparently how things work. So yeah, but luckily I got another task now that's probably even shittier, which will make me have to give that task to someone else because I won't have time for it. So yeah, at least I don't have to do that anymore then. So yeah, trading one task for a shittier one, that's gonna be good. But yeah, the problem is that we have our database too. We use a database called Comos, and I don't know if it is the case for all instances of Comos, but our instance of Comos is incredibly slow. So it's what I like to call a coffee program, and well, I got a little bit of a task in it, something I have done before, namely this as-built stuff that we get home from site that then needs to be re-entered into, because the site is usually partially offline from Comos. Not really, they're just too lazy to update things. So that means that at some point a list will come home, and then someone at home has to go in and make things work, or how it was made on site. And for quite a while that has been my task. So yeah. And this time it is again. And in fact, for these sites I've already done it like twice, so kind of getting a little tired of doing it for these sites, but whatever. But yeah, we have this as-built stuff that needs to be updated, and the problem is this program is bloody slow. So in order to do this, it takes time, and time is not something I have, because today is Wednesday, and this has to be done by Monday, and as it happens, I'm not here, or at work, Monday, because I have my vocal training, so therefore it needs to be done by Friday. And I'll be damned if I stay longer at work for this stuff. I'm not being paid for that. Well, I am, but I have enough stress to worry about that, honestly, so yeah, that's not going to happen. Sorry, guys. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit of an arse. And let's see, let's hop down here, go like that. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit annoying. Not too bad, I guess, but like it gives me something to do, but it's just not the most interesting of tasks. Let's do that and that. So yeah, I have to do that, and like what this is I need to finish this, but it is a task that would usually take me 2 weeks to do. But I have 2 days. So can you say not gonna happen? Why did I put the same thing here? Yeah, that's not going to happen basically. So yeah. But I'm going to try making like a first iteration through it, and anything that gives me problems, I'm basically going to say, no time. And then if I have time, which I won't, then I'll come back later. Yeah, Pyro has been AFKing a little bit, and he did tonight as well. So yeah, that's a little bit of a shitty task, but it needs to be done. I figured, but still wanted to say hi. Throat's acting up a little bit. So yeah, hi doggy. So yeah, that is that's one thing. And then other than that, the worst thing is really, like, I've been talking about it a little bit, but over the past month I have had quite a rough time, and this last week has been quite rough just in itself, and I've had a little bit of trouble like just dealing with it. I haven't really been able to talk to anyone. Like usually I have that thing where I like need to sort of socialise and that sort of thing, but like this bit here, I'm finding it hard to even do that. Like I need it, but I find it hard to do, so I don't really know what to do about it. But yeah, basically what it comes down to is I'm feeling lonely, and that's a little counterproductive when you don't really like do the whole socializing thing right now. But the problem is I don't just need to talk to someone right now, I need to be with someone. I'm not talking sex, pervert. I'm just talking be close to someone. That could mean that sort of thing, of course, but not necessarily. Why is this here? I think an Enderman has been here. So yeah, that's a little bit of trouble. I basically like we're trying to figure out a visit for Kitty to come here, and honestly I really need something like that, but unfortunately whether or not it was me that messed it up, might have been. I kind of blame myself for that. But whether or not that is actually the case, well, the matter of things is that Kitty is unfortunately not coming right now. So we're going to have to wait and see when someone will come and visit me. Kitty suggested that I try to get someone else to come here, and the problem with that is, like, in order to do it, I'd basically have to pay for it, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just I've never met these people before, like face to face, and even though I've talked with them quite a bit, it's not certain that they will just all of a sudden at a moment's notice up and leave and come visit me. So yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I did try to offer it to someone, but yeah, it was more like a joke thing because I knew that he was going to say no, but hey, at least I could say I tried. But yeah, that is an issue. So all in all, I'm just left needing basically someone to hold me. Like, one of my issues is that I don't sleep very much, and one of the reasons why I don't sleep very much is actually because my bed is not a very happy place. Because when I go there, I'm alone. There's no one to hold me. There's no one to place my head against. So in the end I'm just like lying there alone and feeling crap about myself. So yeah, that makes it hard to really like want to go to bed. So in the end I like end up always staying up to like how much, like almost 1 o'clock at night, and I get up like 5:30, so I get like 4.5 to 5 hours of sleep usually, which is not enough. I mean, I manage, but it's definitely not a healthy amount, which is not exactly ideal. But that's how things are. So yeah, can't really do much about that. But then we get to the good side of things. I think we've talked enough about the negative things. This is probably going to be a shorter episode because I'm not in the best of moods right now, and I don't feel like doing a very long episode, so basically just want to update you on how things are going and then basically go from there. So yeah, how are things going? Well, apart from all that, we have a vocal training, and we have now had our second session with that, which is awesome. And like last time, we set up goals and got a few breathing exercises in, which was meant to increase my breathing strength as well as help me like improve my focus so that I can maintain a proper voice more easily. And we didn't exactly continue precisely with that this time, although we did build a little bit more on it. Basically what I got was I got some stretching exercises to do, and then I got some sort of breathing exercises to do, along with some, I guess, vocalization exercises. Basically, like saying certain sounds is the deal with it. So yeah, the like what I do now is I start out my like daily regimen with like it takes about half an hour totally, and for the first 10 minutes I do my first my exercise where I practice my focus by doing the sitting down and focusing on a body part, and then moving up through the body until you get to the last bit, and then you move on to focusing on the breath and go from there. And then we have the other one, which is the one where you stand straight up and then hands at the sides and then exhale, saying a noise like sh or pft, which then like helps you train your muscles basically in order to like exhale more powerfully. So that's good. So yeah, with that, well, let's see. Let's just go down here. That's easier. So yeah, we have those that we start with, and then afterwards we do the stretches. And I have a list here because it's a bloody long list. First we do, like, let me just read it for you real quick. First we do 10 shoulder lifts, which is basically where you lift the shoulders, hold them for a moment, and then let them fall down again. It's important that your arms are relaxed so you don't like move those around. So just the shoulders, do that 10 times. Then 10 shoulder rolls either way, so you like roll them around in a circle 10 times each way. Then you do head rolls where you like put your head on the side and then you like make it heavy and like roll down and sort of like that except tilting your head. And then like you do that 10 times both ways, and then you let it stay to one side and then you pull in your chin and extend it out, and you do that 10 times, and then you do it on the other side, do that again. Then you bend your elbows while holding them up in front of you, so you like have them up in horizontal in front of you with elbows at like 90 degrees, and then you like pull them back quickly so that you stretch like your shoulder blades together, and then you pull forward, and you do that pretty quickly, but not like so bounce off, but press it, hold it, and then back, but do it quickly. And you do 30 of those. Then you do arm swings, like hold out your arms straight, and then you go take one up, one down, and then you shift and do the other one up, and you do that 30 times as well. Then you do arms behind the back and fingers like entwined with each other, and then you stretch the arms down and like press out your chest, like boost in the air, and hold that for 30 seconds. And that like gets really rough, like right at the center of your collarbone. That's actually quite painful. And then you this one is a little more difficult to explain. So basically like you basically take yourself, bend over forward. You're standing with your legs separated all the time for all the exercises at like shoulder width but toes sort of together. Then you have like your knees, you slightly bend them, and then you bend down, place your hands between your legs at the knees, cross them so that you have your right hand behind the left knee and the other way around, and then you basically grab hold there, and then you stretch your back up like a cat, basically, like bend your back upwards, and that then stretches your back a lot. And it actually feels quite nice. And then you hold that for 30 seconds as well. Then after that you move to a mirror, because now you need to stand in front of the mirror and look at yourself, because you need to, with your tongue like press down, like flat down. I'm trying to talk while I'm having my tongue like that, but like press your tongue down flat at the bottom of your mouth, either right behind your lower teeth or like slightly on top of them, a little bit more forward than usual, and then you basically munch, doing munching movements with your jaw, and you do that for a while. Let's just grab those. And then after you have done that, you then you take your pointer and your thumb of one hand, place the thumb underneath your jaw and the pointer on it, and then you basically shake your jaw. You need to relax your jaw there because you're basically like loosening the joints, since you don't have actually like specific muscles that can do that very well, so you need to do that with a finger or two. So yeah, you do that, and do that for a bit until your jaw feels relaxed again, basically. And then after that, you take your tongue tip and like curl your tongue up so that you point the tip of your tongue towards the what is it called in English? The thing, like the roof of your mouth, basically the back of the roof of your mouth, and then you lower your jaw. It's very hard to talk while you're doing that, and then hold that for a bit. Oops, that was the wrong one. So you hold that for 30 seconds, and then you do one where you basically have your tongue out on your lower lip, like just poking out on it, and then you have it flat, and then you basically, like the tip of your tongue, you make it into a slim one, slim pointy one, and then flat tongue, slim pointy one, flat one, and do that 30 times. Then, turning page, then the next exercise is to lower the like keep your tongue at your teeth, basically, like how you had it before. Like just do, whoops, no, that. So yeah, keep it flat in your mouth, and holding it there, you then need to move your throat basically up and down, which takes a bit of practice and is also actually a bit uncomfortable to do. But do that 30 times, and that actually like starts getting you like ready to throw up. But I'm sure that it'll become easier with more practice. And then after that, there's still more. We're almost done with the stretches. So the next one, you yawn, like big yawn. And while you have that yawn, you still have your tongue down flat. Then you lay your head back as far as it'll go, and then you close your mouth, make sure to keep your tongue there, and then you hold that stretch for 30 seconds, and you need to make sure that you basically do it in a way where the stretch is evenly distributed on both sides of your throat. And then let's see, do we have all of them here? We do. Good. Then like you hold that for 30 seconds, and then we get to the last exercise, which is let's just get those in there, which is you reach your tongue out as far as it'll go and point the tip of your tongue towards your nose, and then you lay your head back as far as it'll go and hold that for another 30 seconds. That's also quite a difficult one. It's the one of the ones where you start counting the seconds because it's quite uncomfortable. So yeah, that's all the exercises, and once that is done, we then move on to the actual thing that we're going to be doing. Why is there no... There should be purple in there. Let's get some purple. So yeah, after that you move to the actual exercise. This was just the stretches, which of course helps to train the muscles, but also like just generally like warms you up, and that's why you do it before the next bit, because for the next bit we need to vocalize things, and the first thing we do is a breathing one. So what we do is we basically like let's see, there's some important points to it. First of all, you need to sit up straight, head straight, back straight in a chair, legs on the floor, relaxed, and then you need to, for this one, you basically need to place your tongue down flat as we have done before, and make sure when you are exhaling that your sound is generated at the tip of your tongue. Shouldn't this have purple inside? I feel like it should have purple inside. I must fix that. But yeah, you do that, and then you basically exhale with a sound of shh 10 times, then 10 times, and then back to shh, and then back to v. So basically an SSH and a V sound, and do that a couple of times for 10 times for each. Like that. So there we go, and I think this one just comes from over here and then goes up there and down here, so we'll go over here and continue. And then after you have done that, we move on to the actual vocalization, where you say vocals like E, I, A and U, and you basically take a breath and then exhale as you say the vocals. All of this is done in 4 seconds. So A, and keep on doing that and try to hold a light tone. Let's see it. 4, and also this one and this one. That one. This one, I guess. I don't think so though. Let's just do that and that. And yeah, you do 10 of each sound. And while you're doing it, it is quite important that you try to, first of all, focus on your breath, because you need to make sure that the sound is even. I had a problem to begin with where when I set the sound was sort of waver, and it's not supposed to do that. So it's basically a symbol that you are distracted by something. So you need to focus better for that. And you focus on the breath and make sure that your exhale is even, basically. So if you pay notice to it, you will quickly see what I mean. This is going to be difficult, so I think we are going to take this leaf block away and then go in here. Put these down, put the leaf back down. There we go. And then after that we do... Oh yeah, also you need to make sure that your sounds are soft. Because female vocalization is softer than masculine one, so feminine vocalization, so you need to use more feminine vocals. And one of the ways you can do that is by first of all try to, like, rather than just saying the vocal, you can basically what is it called? You can basically like imagine like a volume button where you like turn it up and then down again. So or something like that. Volume wise, not necessarily tune wise. That comes later. And then for that, let's see. Then also you can say or pretend to say an H in front, so rather than just saying hey, you say hey, and that starts your vocal more softly, so that also helps. So do those two things and it should be good. Let's see here. Got all of them, I think so. Let's go out here and up. And then after that we do the same sounds again, but this time rather than just doing a plain tune, then we do and basically like climb it up. And how high you climb is of course depending on how high you can go, but you shouldn't like go from your bass tone higher than something like an octave, so kind of what I did there. But it depends on, of course, where you start. If you start yourself higher, you should also go a little higher afterwards, so it all evens out. But don't just like go all the way up as far as you can go, because then your voice just starts cracking. But you can start higher and go a little further that way. And you do that for all the same sounds, A, E, I and U. And then after that you're basically done with the vocalization. The only thing is, at this point you are going to be a little bit exhausted muscle wise, and also probably feel a little sick, like wanting to throw up. So you need to de-stress, and the way we do that is you basically say a V sound, but say it at a tune and then go down. So do that 10 times, and then you move on to an N sound. And it might not seem like something that would really de-stress you very much, but it actually helps you relax your muscles quite a bit, so I was a little impressed by that. So yeah, you do that, and then after that you're basically done. But if you do try to do these exercises, do keep in mind that you're probably going to be sore the day after. I was. Although after the second day I wasn't as sore, but I could feel it still, and I probably will be able to feel it tonight too, because after I'm done recording here I'm going to go do my exercises. And I was actually planning on also potentially streaming some artwork, because I've actually been doing quite a bit of artwork lately. I've been working on various pictures, and one of them is actually related to this like feeling I've had of loneliness lately, sort of a venting picture, and I put it up on Twitter, so if you follow me there you've already seen it, but just for the sake of it I'm going to stick it in the video right here, just so that you can see it. And then talk a little bit about the others. So yeah, this is the picture. As you can see, it's a puppy version of myself, lying there alone in the box, alone and unwanted. And that's where the feeling comes from, basically, is feeling lonely and unwanted, and just generally like for instance, like if you look at the that sign next to it, it sort of conveys a little bit of secret meaning in that, like I've talked about, if I take a position with someone, whether it is a housewife or whatever, I'm going to depend on someone else to basically fund me, and that is going to be expensive, and who would want that? So yeah, that's where that feeling comes from. I think here what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and do like this. So yeah, it's that helped me feel a little better doing that picture. But I also did some other pictures, and they were not as sad, because I did 2 pictures which I can't show in this video because they're not safe for work. They're not naughty necessarily, but they're not safe for work either. So yeah, that's not going to be shown in these videos. But I did 2 pictures there. One of them is one I've worked on before, and then the other was for someone who had a birthday, basically. So I wanted to do something a little more special, because basically he has never had his character drawn by anyone before. Some people has like kinda halfway promised it and then not delivered. That's a little sucky. I mean, it's fine if you're doing free art, of course, but you shouldn't promise something and then not follow up on it. So I said that I could do it. I'm not the best at muscles and stuff, and this character is kind of muscly, but I'll give it a try if you want me to. And I figured, what better time to do that than for his birthday? So I started working on that and finished up the rough sketch of it. And then the other one is a picture for Marcus, which will probably be shown in the video, just not this one, because it has multiple versions. But this one I did first was the naughty version, and that was basically to get that out of the way, because once that is out of the way, then I can focus on the clean version afterwards and show that, which means that I could potentially also stream it on a side where I can make a video on demand out of it. But yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah. But other than that, I'm also working on some motivational pictures, 2 precisely. One of them could be the next big furry thing. I don't know, the next big furry meme. I hope that people will get a giggle out of it at least, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens there. But it's fun to make either way. But it's not quite done yet. That's the picture that I wanted to work on tonight, and I probably either will not, like I wanted to do colouring on it. I'll probably either not do the colouring tonight, or I might go ahead and do it anyway, or I might just fix the small bugs I found in my line art and then keep it at that and basically save it for maybe tomorrow for a stream, tomorrow Thursday. And then yeah, basically like it's a little spoilery. I'd almost rather people like come later and then see it when it is done than see it during a stream and then having it sort of spoiled. But then again, people are grown up enough that they can decide themselves whether or not they want to be spoiled. So could leave it up to them as well. But we'll see what I decide there. So yeah, that is something, and it's a fun picture. And then I have another one that's sort of coming off of the same thing as the box picture, and it's sort of a motivational picture based on that. But I'm not going to go too much further into that because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to finish it by the weekend. But you'll be seeing both of those when they go up, and yeah. So if you want to see them, probably follow me on Twitter. But yeah, anyways, I've been babbling on for ages now, and we should probably call this episode off because I said it was going to be a shorter one, and now we're almost up to 45 minutes again. So, yeah, I'm going to continue the work here, at least finish this route, and potentially do the other routes as well, and then we're going to pick it up again. I might go in myself in between and do like the site things. And yeah, then we're going to get all that sorted. You might notice we're still in the summer texture pack, by the way, and that's basically because of my mood. I'm not going to lie about that. I haven't really gotten to make myself my fall skin, and I didn't have it pre-made, so yeah. Once that is done, we'll have the fall texture pack on. I have the idea, I just haven't had the time and mood to do it, but I will do it soon. And I mean, it's still being recorded during summer, so it's technically still legal. But yeah, we'll sort that out soon. And also, I think we're also going to have a look at one of the following episodes in the standard texture pack, just to show how this actually looks, because this here with the dark wood, it actually looks alright in the normal texture pack as well. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I like my texture pack. It's very close to the vanilla one. But yeah, I think we're going to call the episode off here. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye bye for now, everybody. Bye.